Hey there, young explorers. Welcome to Cartoon Science, where we make learning super fun. Today, our adventurous animal pals, Bouncy the squirrel, Hopper the bunny, and Wise Owl, are hanging out in Sunny Meadow, wondering about the water all around them. Look at that river, says Hopper. Where does all the water go when it gets hot? Bouncy jumps up. And why does it rain sometimes? Wise Owl chuckles. Great questions, friends. Let's go on a watery adventure to find out about the amazing water cycle. What do you think happens to water when the sun shines bright? Stick around to discover the magic. Haha, Bouncy's already splashing in the shallow water. Oops, careful. First stop on our water cycle adventure, evaporation. The sun is like a giant heater warming up the water in rivers, lakes, and even puddles. Watch this. When the sun's rays hit the water, it turns into invisible water vapor that rises into the sky. Whoa, it's like the water is flying away, giggles Bouncy as he pretends to catch the vapor. Hopper feels the warm ground. I see tiny bubbles popping and turning to gas. That's right. This invisible vapor is super light and floats up high. But where does it go next? Wise Owl winks. Up to the clouds, my friends. Isn't it cool how the sun helps water change form? Try it at home, leave a wet towel out and see it dry up. What happens when all that vapor meets cooler air? Up, up, and away. The water vapor has floated high into the cooler sky, and now it's time for condensation. When the warm vapor meets chilly air up there, it cools down and turns back into tiny water droplets, like magic dew. These droplets stick together to form big, fluffy clouds. Look at that cloud, it's like a giant cotton candy, laughs Hopper. Bouncy tries to climb one but slips comically. Wise Owl nods. Exactly. Clouds are just bunches of these tiny water bits hanging out. Have you ever seen your breath on a cold day? That's mini condensation. The sky is filling with more clouds. Oh no, are we in for a rain adventure? What do you think happens when clouds get too full? Clouds are getting heavier, it's precipitation time. When those clouds are stuffed full of water droplets, they can't hold them anymore, and down comes the rain, snow, or even hail. Plop, plop, feel those raindrops. Yay, it's raining, cheers Bouncy, dancing in the gentle shower. Hopper splashes in a puddle, the water's falling back to earth. Wise Owl explains, this is how water travels from sky to ground, watering plants and filling rivers. Isn't nature amazing? But sometimes it can be a big storm. Hold on tight, friends. Remember that time it poured at your house? That's the water cycle at work. What happens to all this rainwater after it falls? Phew, the rain has stopped and now it's collection time. All that rainwater flows into streams, rivers, lakes, and even the ocean. It's like the water is rushing back home. We follow the water, shouts Bouncy as he zooms along a tiny stream. Hopper notices, look, the plants are so happy and green now. That's right, rain helps everything grow. Wise Owl says this collected water is ready to start the cycle all over again with the sun's help. The meadow looks fresh and sparkly, rainbows everywhere. Have you ever jumped in a puddle after rain? So fun. Our adventure's building, but wait, what if we follow the water to a bigger place? Our watery friends have followed the streams to the big blue ocean. Here, the water cycle keeps going strong. The sun warms the ocean waves, causing lots of evaporation, turning seawater into vapor that rises high. This ocean is huge, so much water evaporating, marvels Hopper. Bouncy builds a sandy wave. It's like a giant puddle. Haha, good one. Wise Owl traces in the sand, from ocean to sky, then back again. It's a never-ending loop. Imagine all that invisible vapor heading up. What clouds will it make over the sea? Our adventure's getting splashier. If you live near water, notice how it changes with the weather. What's next in our cycle quest? Sailing on our tiny boat, we see the ocean vapor rising and cooling into more clouds. Condensation happens everywhere, even over the sea. Those big, puffy clouds are forming fast. They're like fluffy pillows in the sky, says Bouncy, bouncing on the boat. Hopper waves to a passing seagull. Do birds know about clouds? Wise Owl hoots. Everyone's part of the cycle. The cooler air makes vapor into droplets that join to make clouds. Look at those shapes. What do you see? Maybe a bunny or a squirrel? Our journey's taking us higher toward the climax of our watery tale. Isn't it wondrous how water changes states? Keep watching for the rainy surprise. Here comes the big moment, precipitation over the ocean. The heavy clouds release a thunderstorm with rain pouring back into the waves. Boom, but don't worry, it's a fun storm in cartoon land. Hold on, it's a water party, yells Bouncy, splashing water everywhere. Hopper giggles, the rain's making the ocean even bigger. Wise Owl shields his eyes. Yes, precipitation gives back to the sea and land alike. This is the cycle's exciting part, water falling to continue the loop. Have you ever played in the rain? So refreshing. As the storm eases, our heroes ponder the full circle. What's the wow discovery coming next? After the storm, it's all about collection again. The rainwater mixes with the ocean, flowing through currents around the world. The water's gathering for the next big trip, notes Wise Owl. Bouncy shakes off water splat, making everyone laugh. Hopper diverts a stream in the sand. It's like a water highway. This step closes the cycle, ready for evaporation once more. Our friends realize it's a continuous adventure: evaporation, condensation, precipitation, collection, repeat. Mind-blowing, right? The ocean looks peaceful now, full of collected water. Think about how this happens every day, keeping Earth fresh. As our story builds to the peak, what lesson will they share? Time to head home, friends. Thanks, Eddie, for the spin-tastic tour. Poof, we're back in the backyard just as the sun rises again. See? Another day begins because of Earth's gentle turn. Now you know the secret. Rotation creates our cycle of light and dark. Try this at home. Use a ball and flashlight to act it out. Shine the light on one side for day, turn for night. So fun! Science helps us understand our amazing planet. What's your favorite time of day? Let's recap our big lesson. Earth spins on its axis once a day, creating day when facing the sun and night when away. Simple, right? This cycle gives us energy from sunlight and restful darkness. Animals, plants, even the oceans follow this rhythm. Tides rise with the moon's help too. Science connects everything. Ollie says, hoot hoot, knowledge is power. Share what you learned with friends. Maybe draw your own Earth adventure. You're all little scientists now. What an incredible journey from day to night and back. Thanks for joining our cartoon science adventure. Remember, Earth's spin makes every day magical. Keep asking questions, exploring, and laughing. That's how you discover the world's secrets. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more fun science stories with Zoe and Ollie. What's next? Maybe why it rains or how plants grow? Tell us in the comments. Bye for now, super scientists. Keep spinning through life with wonder.